Hi everyone, it's Vickie Kello, your independent Stampin' Up demonstrator from Brisbane. Happy Monday. Let's just try and find the live, because it's not coming up. I'm gonna have to turn this down. Hi Marie. So I'm just cutting out some of these whilst we wait, because we are still 5 minutes early. So might just do a little bit of chit chat. Hopefully everyone had a nice week, and last week I was not well last week, so I missed the live. I wasn't feeling well from lunchtime, and then I went and had a sleep, and I woke up and then still wasn't great. So Adrian ended up doing school pickup and everything, and I'm like, no. And then even the Tuesday morning, when I woke up, I wasn't great. My eyes were all a bit cloudy and stuff, so I was supposed to take Hunter to squad swimming at 6:30. Hi Lisa. But Adrian ended up doing that as well, because I just didn't think I should be driving. It's been a while since I've had a really bad migraine like that. So I don't know what was the cause. But so I'm playing with, where are the comments now? They've just disappeared. Trusty tools, and I'm just cutting out the paper. This is free paper during celebration. Hi Elizabeth. There are dies, and I have the dies, but I'm just showing that it's not that hard to fussy cut some of these tools either. So I just thought I would do this whilst we're waiting for 8 o'clock to rock around and see everybody else come online. I have not planned anything else. This is as far as I've got, is cutting out a couple of these tools. So it'll be a mystery what we make tonight. I have got the cardstock next to me that matches this paper. I haven't even got my inks out yet ready. So I can reach copper clay, so we can have that as an ink. What else have we got? Grey granite. I can reach Lost Lagoon, and then we can have black. So that's our limit on the inks, because I forgot to get them. So I'll just cut out this screwdriver, and then we'll start, so you can see my process and what I do when I start, because a lot of people, I still get a lot of questions about how do you know what to do and where to start. And so there's still a few things. Hi Carrie. There's still a few things in this piece, so I'm not going to get rid of this. This is kind of all scrap at the moment. And so this is 2 sheets. So this is the free paper. Oops. So these 2 sheets. Hi Glenda. This is the paper from, this is Trusty Tools paper, and it's free with a $90 order during celebration. So there's 2 sheets each of these tools. So there's this design, which has got the drill and the saw. And then there's this design, which has got the blade and the saw and the paintbrush. And that's the same design. Hi, Anita. And then, so on the back of this is like grid paper and just plain. So of course you're going to use the tools. And then we've got screwdrivers, just plain grey granite, hammers, and like nuts and bolts. And then, hi Janice, grey and red like stripes. And we've got nuts and bolts on the back. And then a ruler design with just like a dotted pattern on the back. And there's the other piece of the tool paper. So that's pretty cool. And so in the catalogue, in the mini catalogue, there is, hi Megan, the Trusty tools. And I should have looked what page they're on, but let me just look that up now. Here we are, Trusty tools, page 56. So if you purchase the bundle is $96.25, which gives you the stamp and the dies, and then you can choose this paper as free. So that's pretty cool. We don't have a lot of male orientated stamps a lot of the time. There's lots of flowers and things. So this is a nice stamp set with some tools and stuff on it. You can do what I've just done and cut it out of the paper. The only issue with doing that is that you're limited to the colours that the paper is produced in, obviously. Whereas if you buy the stamp and dies yourself, you can make these into whatever dyes and colours you want. So see how they've done it out of the silver foil, and they've got a blue drill, so there's no blue in this paper or anything like that. So then you can tailor the colours to what the recipient may or may not like. So that's a nice little tip as well. But you could just use the paper. But in order to use the paper, you need to purchase something that's $90 to get the paper free, because it's not available for purchase. It's only available as a freebie. So I'm just going to get my rubbish bin and get rid of this little bit here. It's so cute. I haven't played with it yet. So I've not even used the stamp set. So it is still brand new. The dies don't fit in the stamp set, so they're separate. I don't know that we'll be using them tonight because I've cut out everything from the paper. But I've got, so on the back of our papers, let me just put that catalogue down. On the back of our papers, we have coordinating cardstock. So we've got basic black, copper clay, crushed curry, grey granite, lost lagoon, and poppy parade. So when I'm starting and I've got no idea what I'm doing or what's happening or anything, I grab those colours out. So I don't have a nice folder for black, but I have it here. And then I just kind of start creating from there. And then I have my pack of white or vanilla next to me as a layering colour, and that's it. Sometimes I have some sketches in front of me and go, okay, these are the sketches that I'm going to do. And then usually I also grab one, like each of the colours in an ink pad, but I forgot to grab them before I went live, and these are the only 3 that I can reach without having to get up. And so we're going to make do with these 3. So we've got copper clay, lost lagoon, and memento. So we'll just make do. And then we'll need to get a trimmer. I told you I've not prepped anything besides I started cutting these out going, okay, I'm going to use these. So that's where I'm starting. I think I'm going to let's do a red card first, and I'm gonna do scoring first, and then cutting. So I don't do coloured card bases very often because in most cases then you need an extra layer of white for the inside, and it just makes some cards a little less cost effective. Hi Marnie. So we're just going to score that, and then we'll score this one. And then I'm going to get the white piece because we're definitely going to need a white piece on the inside now. Is that because it's thinner than the white? So we've got, for my card bases, when I do white, I don't normally do tent cards either, do I, Megan? No. This white, which is the basic white, just the normal basic white, it is a bit thinner, and so this is what I use for card layering and embossing and stamping and die cutting. But the basic white thick is what I use for card bases, and it's a little bit sturdier. But the coloured cardstock, it's more than fine for a card base. It's because this basic white is a little bit thinner than this coloured cardstock. So I wouldn't use this basic white as a card base because it's very thin. But the coloured cardstock is fine for a card base. Hope that makes sense, Christina. So that's the inside bits done. That's for that card. What am I doing? So, look at my fancy nails. Oh, so I had my nail appointment last week, and I went in, and Hunter knew that I was going in. And so I said, well, what do you think I should get? And he said, get purple, white, and sparkles. I'm like, oh, okay. So I told the nail lady, purple, white, and sparkles was the request. So I'm cutting this at 2 3/4 just because that's what I'm doing for this piece. So let's make one card at a time so that you don't get confused as to what measurements are what. So we've just done a normal card base, but we've done it as a tent fold card. I've asked Stampin' Up and they said basic white is 210 and the coloured cardstock is 250. And then I think the basic white thick is about the 300 mark. I've got it saved on a picture somewhere where somebody's done a lot of that work as well. So it is a bit thicker. So I've just chopped that off there, and we're going to turn that and flip that, and then this is how that card's going to go now. But now I want to decide what paper I want. And in all honesty, I'm not going to use these tools because I've cut them all out, and I don't want to use the tools as a background because that's just a waste. But I do like this screwdrivers and maybe the hammers. But I think if I have a red and yellow card, isn't that like a McDonald's? I don't know. But we might use the back of that. That's all right, Christina. I forget sometimes because I've been doing this for so long. So it's nice sometimes when you have a newer person come along, ask you questions, because it prompts you to actually explain things a little bit better, or the reasoning why you do it, not just, oh, because that's the way I've always done it. Because that makes no sense to anyone. So because this is red on red, I find sometimes this gets a bit lost. So what I want to do is I'm going to add a layer of white in between that red, and see how that then just makes that paper pop a bit more. Whereas when it's straight on the red, which is Poppy Parade, it just gets lost. So what I'm going to do now is, because I've like created my own measurements for this type of fold, I need to measure these bits so that I can cut a layering piece in here. So that layering piece will be 3 by 4, because I do 1/8 of an inch as all my borders. And yes, I know I'm in Australia and I use inches because a lot of the crafting things are done in inches, and I just find it easier to work in inches than I do in centimeters. Even though I grew up with centimeters and I know centimeters, for crafting I do inches. So then this will be 2 5/8 by 4. So that piece should already be, nope. Okay, so 2 5/8. The Stampin' Up! Trimmer is really good because it does have both metric and imperial measurements on it. So the metric is up the top and imperial is down the bottom, so it doesn't really matter. So then now the decision is, which way do I want screwdrivers? Do I want them sideways or this way? I think I want them this way, which means that was 3. But did you learn inches at school, Glenda? So you've always done inches, or did you actually learn centimeters at school? See, and even that grey is pretty too. No, but it makes sense to me. It's funny how quickly we can work out 8 inches. It takes me ever work out centimeters. Yes, it does. Do I just want that grey? Yes, see, but whereas I was taught centimeters, but I just can't do it. So then that's 2 1/2 for this. Oh, do I want that in there? Yes, I think we do. Okay, so we might just pop that away for the time being. And we're gonna layer that up. Now, I shouldn't run out of this tonight because I had to refill it on the weekend when I was cutting my card class. Prepping for my next class. So I have class on Saturday for my online class, and then I have my sip and stamp event Saturday afternoon, because I can't do it Friday because I'm going to Pink. I'm going to Pink on Friday night. So I'm a little bit excited about that. Can you tell? So we're going to pop this on there. Have to wait a month. We are not talking about Pink, thanks. Okay. Well, we feel like that about Taylor. We didn't get tickets to Tay Tay. Hunter was very disappointed. Okay, so that's gonna go like that. Now I need to work out. Yes, well, a couple of people that I've spoken to go, oh, didn't you see her last time she was here? No, I didn't. This is the first time I've ever seen pink. So I am super excited. So, oh, Megan, you should have reached out. So I don't, my other goal for this, and I'm just turning away as I talk, is that I don't want to use any dyes tonight. A, because my die cutter is put away. B, because my elbow is killing me. So I'm also trying to avoid using dyes. So let's do and this is how my brain works when I haven't planned anything. But then you can kind of see the creative process of how it works. So I really like this combination. Years ago, I was doing a 2-inch circle and the starburst punch, and that was my combination for everything. And then now it's this, which is, I can't remember. I think this is decorative label. I can't remember what this size punch is, but I think it's decorative label. Did I bring my catalogue over? No, I didn't. This is in the annual catalogue. And this is the 2 3/8 inch circle punch. So this layers with this. I've done that the wrong way. I want it the other way. So I want the circle to be in red, because I was doing that and talking, and we'll use that on another card. And then I want the 2 3/8, no, then I want this. And then this goes on here like that, and it just layers so nice, like that. Now, let's hope my stamp fits on there, because that's how I want it. If not, we'll need to find a new stamp, because that's what I want. And this is what happens when you don't try things out first. Dad might be a bit tight of a fit. Dad. You're the most awesome. Happy Father's Day isn't going to fit, but does this fit better? Oh, that fits in there lovely. So that would work. A treat. You're the most awesome. And then we could have in here, Dad, Happy Father's Day. That's what we're gonna do. Right, so we don't ever stick down before we stamp, because there's 2 bits of paper, 2 sides to a paper, and therefore we can turn it over if we screw it up. But I've got Lost Lagoon. I'm gonna have to get up and get that ink, because it's gonna drive me batty. I want grey granite, I think. Okay, I cannot reach Poppy Parade from here, but we'll deal with grey granite. Okay, so because this is a photopolymer stamp, we want to make sure that we have our Pierce mat underneath us, or a mouse pad. We need the cushioning, because there is no cushioning in the stamp set, because it's just, so red rubber, you'll have the grey cling film stuff. Now with, this is a brand new set. You saw me just take it. I have not used it before at all. So with a brand new set, I kind of let the ink, especially with photopolymer, let it sit and soak into the stamp. Did your laptop and phone survive, or did I get new ones? No, I got new ones. My phone survived because I had my phone in my hand, and my work phone, how did that survive? Actually, I've not tried my work phone. I don't make calls on that or anything, but I can still open it and get the code that I need to log on to my computer. So that's all that I really use that for. So I just let the ink soak up into that and then transfer it over, especially when it's a brand new stamp. And it helps a little bit. Let's get a new block. Hi, Chrissy. So, can we stamp this at once? Yeah, so I had to get a new laptop. That was a mission because I didn't want to have to go into the office any more days than I already have to. And I had to then make sure it arrived before I fly to Sydney tomorrow. So I got told on Thursday that I'm flying to Sydney. Where did this other stamp? I haven't taken it off yet. So yeah, everything's been really rushed and trying to work things out and stuff. I'm going to put Happy Father's Day underneath that. That looks okay. So after going for a bath in lemonade, my laptop did not work because all the ports sat in lemonade for a whole hour of the bus trip. And then obviously didn't want to work after that. So the laptop only lasted as long as the charge did on the laptop. Happy Father's Day, Dad. Right. Now let's close up that ink pad. Did this? I don't think this, because it doesn't come as a suite, it came as a free. I need to look for some bling. Bling, bling, bling for this. Anyway, we will get there. So that can go in here. Now that we've stamped that. And then this goes over there and covers that. So when we stick this on, we obviously only want adhesive on half of it to make sure that we can still open our card. And I just kind of center that in there. This piece can stick on this layer flat with just your seal. But then when it goes on here, we'll get our dimensionals and pop that up. Just need a drink of water. So hopefully everyone else has had a better run than me. Because that afternoon, after my laptop died, I got in the car at the bus stop and one of the injectors in the car had stopped working, so the car was very sluggish and very hard to drive home. So as soon as I got home, I said to Adrian, there's something wrong with the car, you need to fix it. And he's like, yep. And I said, but it was fine this morning when I drove it to the bus stop. And he's like, yeah, they just go, and sometimes they just go like that. So it's okay. So then on Thursday when I went in the office, I had to get a lift into the office, but Hunter's also got squad, swimming squad, which means he starts at 6:30 at the pool at Parkinson on Tuesdays and Thursdays now. I don't think I want too much red there, but maybe not too much grey either. So Adrian had to drop him off, and your week still was better than broke 2 toes. Yeah, I suppose. Probably less painful personally than you. But yeah, so Adrian had to drop him off at squad and then drop me to the bus stop and leave him at squad, which we've not done that before, and then go back to squad to then pick him up to get him dressed and ready for school, because as soon as squad finishes, then they have to drive to school. I might hide that here. So we'll stick this, do I want that? Yep. Stick that in here. And then he went to Repco to get the part to fix the car, because it's that car's nearly 20 years old, so it's happened before, and thankfully he's a little bit handy like that, so he could fix it. So now it's ready, which is great, because then it can sit at the airport for 2 days while I drive it to the airport tomorrow. So fun and games. Fun and games. If you don't laugh, you're going to cry. All right, so I'm popping these up. Kind of just want to make sure that that's all stuck on there. And I think I might need mini dimensionals for this one, and even them might be a bit too wide. We'll see. I know, minis fit on there well. The pencil you definitely need to cut them, because the pencil's a bit thinner, or just use tape for the pencil. But the mini dimensionals fit on there well. So hopefully everyone else had a better week than me. There we go. Now I need some bling. I think I've got this brushed metal. Or these rustic dots. I think they're still okay. Well, I'm using them. I think they're still current is what I meant. They're still okay. It's just whether they're current or not. But that's what I'm using. Use what we've got is my motto this year, because God knows we all have so much of it. All right. Okay, so that's our first card done. Do you have cork bling? I do have cork bling. Kerry, what did you say? Will the dimensional strips fit? I haven't got any Stampin' Up! Ones left. I've only got really dodgy old ones, which I don't like using because they don't actually stick because they're so old. So I wouldn't be able to tell you. Foam strips fit, but they're thicker than dimensionals. Oh, good tip, Chrissy. Right. So So we've got this other tent fold card here. And we're going to do another fun fold with that. And so this time we're going to cut at 2 inches. So you trim this, so put it the other way around, cut at 2 inches. And then that is not enough left. But if you then line the fold up with 2 inches, close enough to 2 inches, you can either line it up with the line there and just cut from here so that you can see it, or you can try and push up and hope that you stay on track. Cut 2 inches, and then you're left with this piece. So this card is going to go like that. And then you can use that piece and put it together so that you've only got one, like you're not cutting any extra pieces. But I just find that's not big enough sometimes. Like wide enough for what I want. So we're just going to think about that for the time being. So this piece is going to go in here again. And then I'm going to decide on what paper I want. Oh, even lifting those punches is really killing my arm. I don't know what I've done, but I'm in a lot of pain. I do like this grey. Put some acetate behind. Yeah, you can. This piece kind of ties it together and it's cheaper than acetate. So, maybe this yellow, although I do, does anyone else see, when they see red and yellow, see McDonald's? Like, because that's all I'm kind of seeing. But I do like this. And maybe we'll do some grey. Not red and yellow. You don't want me to do red and yellow, or you don't see McDonald's as red and yellow? I see McDonald's as red and yellow. That green looks nice. I really like the tape measure, but I think I have to use another colour. We could use this. No, don't do red and yellow. Yeah, it's McDonald's. I saw it when I got the pack to start with, going, this is so McDonald's. Red and grey is good. Lost Lagoon, we can do Lost Lagoon as well. What does that look like on there? Nah, don't like that. So I think that can go straight on there. We're going to have, so those strips are 2 inches. So the strip needs to be 4 inches. Then, nope, change of plans. And 1 7/8. Turn the green over, then use the grey side. Yeah, no. I don't know. Do I want that? Then I think I need the grey underneath because it gets lost. Do you think? It's going to be a very red card, which is like my other one too, but no, let's just go the blue. We're going the blue. blue is Lost Lagoon. Lost Lagoon and red are now going to be coordinating colours. We're going to tie that in because we're going to find something on here. We've got a hammer and this. We can have different colour tools on here. That's what we're going to go with, ladies. All right, I think we're only going to get 2 cards made tonight. But that's okay. You get to see my thought process of how things work. As well. And I've got to finish packing. Got to find my watch charger. Otherwise, I'm not going to have a watch for Wednesday. So that's going to go like that on there. If we use this piece, we can stick it over here and get a white piece on there. What sentiments are we going to use? Oh, I've got my stamps over here already. So what have we got? You're the most. Will that fit there? No. That will fit down there. What's this other sentiment on here? Thank you. We don't want thank you. Da, 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 da. Okay. You're the most awesome. See, if we then make that, yeah, we're going to make this piece bigger. So we're going to have to cut a piece. I was trying to avoid that, but that's okay. Is this piece going to be big enough? Yep. What is this piece? 4 1/4, 4 1/8. And we need it there. Now, is that, ta-da, that covers that. That's clever. Now we need a white piece. How wide did that end up being? 2 and, so that's 2 5/8. By 4. On there. And do I need any more cutting? Nope. Okay. So let's bring our pierce mat back in, and this, we can do Lost Lagoon this time because that'll be better. And I'm not even going to clean my stamp because it was grey granite and it's quite light. Okay, so that's going to go there. Oh, I like that. I think I would need to re-ink my grey granite ink pad because it was a bit blotchy for the dad on the grey granite. I think I need to re-ink it. It's not as juicy as my Lost Lagoon. Now this one, you're the most awesome. And let's let's use some of these nuts and bolts. Where is Julie tonight? She'd be so proud of me. I've got 3 bloody stamp pads out and she's not even here. That's cute, isn't it? I do like those nuts and bolts. Might stick them on here too. Oh, I like that a lot. Okay. So that then goes on here. Oh. I think I need to trim some of this off. We're too long. There we go. That's a bit better. And stick this on. And then this goes down and you line this up with the bottom of the card and don't have it moved. And then this goes over that and you make sure that you just have adhesive on the top and the bottom so that you don't seal your card shut. And then line that up. Try not to move it like I've done twice already. And a third time. Put that on there and then this opens up like that. How cute's that? But we've got these tools that we've got to put on here now. That can go there. I don't like that because we don't have any brown. Do we have another? Surely we've got something red or blue in these bits that I haven't cut out yet. Oh, here we go. We've got plenty. This one. And I can't really fussy cut and talk, which is why I prepped some of the fussy cutting after Hunter went to bed and before my video started. Because it's hard to do both, fussy cut and do small talk. Okay. So that can go there. Now I did see like some pliers or something too. Screwdriver. Oh, what about this little clampy thing here? And this little thing, this will be easy to cut out. So you could use this tool paper as background, but really, who wants to do that when there's cuts, all your tools are already cut. They're already coloured and done. So all you have to do is then cut them out. And I like this little clampy thing. This might be a pain in the ass to cut out though. So maybe these little red plier things for the inside. So I often fussy cut in front of the TV. I didn't tonight, but while I'm watching TV or listening to TV, then I'm fussy cutting. So you can get these 2 sheets. Well, there's actually 4 sheets of the tools, and just cut them all out. And then have your colours ready to go, and you too can make these easy cards. And they don't all have to be Father's Day cards. Like, you could use different sentiments and do birthday cards, happy retirement cards. Anyone likes a good tool. Okay, I think that hammer's... Oh, lucky. That did fall on there, and there is a tiny bit of ink. I need to clean up my desk so we don't have that mess issue. All right, I think I'm just going to stick these ones down flat. No dimension on these ones, but I am going to get a glue dot to do this tape measure bit. If I got my silicone mat out, that would be ideal, rather than getting adhesive on my pierce mat. That's not ideal, Vickie. But my silicone mat is in the drawer, and my pierce mat is already out, so I'm using what's there. And then on the inside, I've got adhesive everywhere now. Stick the level on, not so level. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? How ironic would that be? So celebration is going until the 29th. We're in a leap year. 29th of February. And there has been some new items added as well as freebies. So if you have placed orders and think that you've got everything that you need, then there has been some new releases. But the old stuff is still available as well. So for every $90 you get a free item. And this paper that I've used tonight is free with a $90 order. So if you buy the bundle of the Trusty tools and dies, which I didn't use tonight, but you can use in future cards, then that is over $90, so you could get the paper for free. Only until the 29th of February. So hopefully you, I didn't put bling on this card. Hopefully you enjoyed these cards and understanding the process that I go through to create the cards. Like, I had nothing prepped, didn't really know what I was doing. I just decided I was going to use this paper. And it helps you with your creative process. thanks, ladies. And I hope to see you all next week. Have a good week.